It's time for John Russick, Director of Curatorial Affairs at the Chicago History Museum. General all-around badass. Come on up.
Yeah, that would have been a great start. All right, well, thank you. I am a curator at a history museum, so I don't know what I'm doing here. But I just want to start by asking everybody to close their eyes for a second and imagine a meeting, because I think it'll help. I'm going to speak in defense of meetings, and it would be really great if everybody had a visual image of what that is. All right, so I spend a lot of time in meetings. I spend way too much time in meetings, and I generally come to the feeling that I hated meetings. And I'm here tonight to speak in defense of them because I think they're awesome. So change of heart, and here we go. So is this what you see? Did anybody conjure up this image? A collision, you're just about to be destroyed by a meeting. Maybe it's because you feel under pressure. You were supposed to have something, you don't have it. The people are all going to be looking at you. You're supposed to be articulate. Maybe you hate meetings because these meetings become a tool for to express some idea about progress or leadership. You know, we had a meeting, so of course something was happening. Yeah, things are going great. Or maybe it's just the fact that people are vocally resenting meetings. You know, they walk around the building. I hate going to meetings. Meetings are horrible. And yet people want to go to them because it sort of validates our position in the organization, right? You were asked to go to a meeting, so of course you must be more important than you were yesterday. But you still, the only thing you can do is grouse about it. Because of course, as Groucho once famously said, he doesn't want to be a member of a club that would have him, would ask him to join. So is that our issue with meetings? These meetings couldn't possibly be important if they've asked me to come. I mean, what could possibly be happening that would be worth my input? Or is it that maybe that the most recognized substantial meetings that have happened in America in the last 100 years are really just recipes for lining up candidates for a war crimes tribunal? So, so is it the way we use them, or is it are they bad by definition? Or maybe it's something to do with collaboration. I mean, collaboration's getting a bad rap these days. I mean, not since World War II have there been people who have been so maligned by the idea of being collaborators. Feels like we feel uncomfortable with our collaborative nature. So in an age when agreement is seen as weakness and collaboration and compromise are seen as a failure of conviction, when the only thing our political parties can agree about is that they agree about nothing, everybody agrees that meetings are ineffective. I mean, look at this crap, right? I mean, what do you guys see? Has anybody been to a meeting that you would reflect with those images? I mean, seriously. The puzzle guys? This is what you see, right? Everybody just wants to get to the thing that's going to happen afterward, right? Whether it's a beer or it's the next meeting or get back to your desk and finish what you were working on before. We're not using them in any productive way. We're not thinking about them as productive things. So the problem is meetings make sense. If you wanted to do something creative, you wanted to do something remarkable, the first thing you would do is look around. Who can I bring into this circle? Who are the energetic, smart, fun people to work with that can help me realize my idea? You wouldn't go alone. And yet we're confronted countless images of Tony Starks and Bruce Waynes who solve all the problems, right? I mean, they sit down and they solve all the problems. They don't need an electrician. They don't need an HVAC guy. They save the world by themselves, right? But there's a reason why these wings are made out of plastic and they're colorful. They're for an 8-year-old. 8-year-olds want to do things all by themselves. We're supposed to want to work together. We have to call out the solo genius as a myth. Steve Jobs was a myth. We're all standing on the shoulders of giants. And we all appreciate that. We all love the stuff that people do collaboratively. Films, music, it's in our heart and soul, the stuff we like the best. And we respect people who work that way. Someone like Groucho Marx says that he doesn't think any good can come from something he's a part of, but Karl Marx made us think differently. He said from each according to his ability to each according to his needs. Marx and others made us think differently about labor and that what we can achieve as a collective rather than as individuals. So what's the problem? Is the problem that we have outdated perspectives of each other? You know, is this what you guys see when you think of a curator? Somebody sort of stuck in their collection, alone with their stuff, isolated from the public, nerdy, aloof? I don't know. Does that sound familiar to any of you? You know, I mean, the folks who are technology proficient and yet impossible to talk to, I mean, don't you get that rap in your museum? Well, that other image isn't me, and I imagine this image is not you. So what are we waiting for? Where would we be if the Walkman playing chocolate bar eating dude hadn't run into the lady walking along with the giant open tub of peanut butter? We just have to get together. Great things can happen. So we don't need superheroes to do the work. We just need each other. We need to work together. We need to value each other's contributions. We need to bring our best ideas and positive energy to every meeting. And I think it could change the world. Thank you.